All right, where are we at? We're going to go down here to pattern focus to find the next pattern. How are you guys today? I am doing well. This one is a one by Alina Light. It's called Sneil. Spelled differently, but basically Sneil. Here is the step out. I'm going to do a spiral, and then from here to here we're going to connect that tip from there to there. See that? And then we're going to do some rounding right in there, and that's it, just like that. And she's got it where on her sample. Her sample is just gorgeous. Oh, she's got it in the border. It's right there. Can you see that? So you don't necessarily have to use a pattern as its focus. When I do the ones that I do for this, clearly I'm trying to learn a pattern, and so it's going to be a focal point. This one is just in that border of this beautiful mandala. This is by Alina Light. If you don't know her work, just Google it. Her stuff is spectacular. So since you have to connect this line with that line, it looks like it would be easiest to draw this spiral from the outside in, right? And then come whoop, and connect. We'll do it all in one line. It's going to be easy peasy. I just have to decide how what I want to do with this shape. So I'm thinking maybe mandala-like with the shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find my center-ish. It's never going to be quite the center because I'm not using a straight edge, but center-ish is about there. And let's do like that. And then I'm going to start here. Yeah, okay. Okay. I have a plan. Haven't shared it with you yet, but I have a plan. And I realized yesterday that I at the end of the day I started with a question, but it was a two-part question. I only answered one part. So I'm going to work on that today too. So, okay, I'm going to do here. I'm going to come up and I'm going to do a spiral. I'm going to come all the way around to there. And to that. Okay. And then I'm going to do like that. I like that. That's cool. Now, can I do it the other way? I don't know. I'm going to do it with pencil because I'm not sure I can. Start here. Ooh. Huh. Not really. I don't like that. But I want more of those. I lost my guidelines because I erased that one. What if I start here? Oh, that would work. Okay. If I start there, come around. Like that. That would work. Okay, I'm happy with that. That's a good shape. It's not completely symmetrical, but that's okay. You know, if I wanted it super symmetrical, I could have used my circle maker and made this circle shape so that all my little swirls would come out to a certain line, and then I could have made this follow that another line. I could have made another circle shape, but you know, that's how Alina does hers. Her stuff is absolutely beautiful, but she uses more guidelines than I do. And it's fine to not use them. And now I want to do the other part, the filling in part. Let me just look real close at how she did it so that I do it the same. Okay, so she's got it filled in here like that. And 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 then just fill that in. Okay. All right. Good to go. Okay, so I realized yesterday that I had this question yesterday of all the different tangles out there. What's your favorite tangle, and is there a tangle you just can't do no matter how many times you try? I answered the first part yesterday, which was my favorite tangle to draw, I think, is Paradox. Either Paradox or Cadent, either one. Both of those are really, I find super fun. But the second half of that question was, is there a pattern that I can't draw no matter what I do? I've had some that are challenges. I don't remember their names. And mostly I don't remember their names because I never tried them again. I've had some real failures, and you've seen them on my site, on my channel here, and I just choose not to do them again. So no, I don't have one that I've never been able to master specifically, because I haven't tried. And maybe I should go back and revisit some of those ones that I really just didn't like how they turned out. But I think I could master, or maybe not master, but at least be able to come to grips with most patterns. And some of them, if they're so hard you can't master them at all, then maybe they're not a good pattern. You know, most of the time, if I'm struggling with a pattern, it's not the pattern I'm struggling with, it's the step out. And so sometimes I will look at a pattern and figure out, well, that, if we draw it a different way will get a similar result, but it's easier to draw. That I've done. But I can't really say a specific pattern because I don't know. Okay, so now I've answered that question. Next question. Where have you ever volunteered and why? And why do you think others volunteer? That was by Sophie. I have volunteered. I volunteer a lot at church. I have also volunteered my time when I was younger as a Girl Scout. I volunteered. But most recently it's been stuff at church. I think the most recent big thing I volunteered for at church was when I helped out for at the launch of our MOPS program, Mothers of Preschoolers. I have since, stopped, but I was the breakfast kitchen coordinator. Guess that's what you would call me. The hospitality coordinator. I think that's what they called that position. We started a MOPS program, and we didn't know how many mothers were going to come. We'd never done it before, but the church was sponsoring it, and we needed things because the premise is, if you don't know, MOPS is for mothers of preschoolers. We did it every other week. Some groups meet every week, some groups meet once a month, whatever. We did every other week, and we provided a breakfast for the moms. We provided childcare for their kiddos, and we provided a place where they could meet other moms, talk about day-to-day preschool infant questions, and have more mature mentors sitting at each table. We provided a breakfast and usually a speaker or some sort of activity, and mentors to sit with the girls and the young moms, and have somebody there who, if they were struggling or having a tough time with a particular issue, there were more experienced moms there who have gone through similar situations and had some motherly advice to give. It's always nice to have motherly advice, and it's always, to me, nice to have motherly advice from someone who's not your mom or your grandma, because they're not as invested emotionally into a particular result. It's sort of an unbiased type of opinion in a situation. And then part of what we were providing is a spiritual stability for these young moms, right? And so my job was to prepare for these breakfasts. I went out and purchased dishware, glasses, silverware from. We went to IKEA. That worked really well because you could buy just single cups and things. bought some dishes, bought some glasses, bought you know, napkins and things, and so it was my job to create the tablescapes, a little decoration in the middle of each table. We had sort of themes going on for each season, and just to make it look, we wanted to make the ladies feel pampered and special, because, you know, as a young mom, you don't always get that. And then just a little bit of, you know, an hour or so, a couple hours every other week where their kiddo was taken care of and they were being nurtured and loved. And so that was the last really big volunteer thing I've done. Then I got super busy at work and was not able to devote enough time to it. I felt like I was burning out. So so I kind of stepped back. Somebody else took that position, and they're still going strong. It's been a couple years now since MOP's been going, and they have had to hire a lot of babysitting. I think they have, like, we started with like 20 moms or something, and like 25 or 30 kids, and now they have like 70 kids in the nurseries, and a lot of moms, and it's awesome that we're reaching out that way. Why do you think people volunteer? I think people volunteer to give back, to do something nice. I think we are kind of, many of us are hardwired to do that. I think the spirit is in us to have compassion on each other, and that's why people volunteer. Some people volunteer because they're forced to volunteer, to be honest. You know, for one reason or another, whether it's something the schools, you know, they encourage volunteerism by making it a requirement for graduation. Sometimes that's how things go. I'm trying to decide how I want to. Shade this. Sometimes you just need to fill a need, and you just step out and do it, you know. Deciding, I think I want something like this. I gotta keep my ear open. We're expecting a service person to come. Look at our refrigerator. The ice maker is not working properly, so time to call up the warranty people. Somebody come out. First world problems, right? That your ice maker doesn't work. At least the refrigerator still works. But, you know, if the ice maker goes out, it could be a sign of some other problems. And the refrigerator is only just barely a year old, so shouldn't be having problems. I know that appliances are designed to be disposable at this point. They only last 7 or 8 years, and that's about it. But 1 year, it definitely should last more than 1 year, especially for the price. Good gracious. Refrigerators are astoundingly expensive. That works. I think I want a little white pencil in here too. You don't see it much on this particular paper, but I know it's here. I might get out my pen and make a nice really white dot in the middle. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Okay. There we go. I like that. Nice bright white dot in the middle. Okay, so what was this thing's name? This thing's name was Sneil. But it is spelled S-N-E-I-L. Okay. There we go. Something simple. I could make it more embellished. I could bring some organic elements. I could do a background. You know, there's all sorts of things I could do with it, but I'm just going to leave it just like that. For now, I'm going to move on to the next pattern. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to continue with my questions from viewers. I have a whole half a page left. And all the rest of the next bunch of questions are all done by one person has asked all of these questions. So I'm going to just dig in and try to get the rest of them done for the rest of the week. I've got, what, three more videos for the rest of the week. I think I can get the rest of these questions done. And then we'll move on to something else. All right, you guys have a great day. I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.